A pleasant good evening. Welcome to Game 4 of the Delco League Semifinals between the Upper Darby Blue Sox and the Springfield Colonials. Upper Darby a 2-1 lead, looking to close it out tonight and punch their ticket to the Delco League Championship Series to defend their title. 1 win away. Springfield playing for their season tonight here at home. On the mound for the Colonials, left-hander Andrew Cantwell. He will face a very similar lineup to the other night for Upper Darby in Game 3. Adam Fine will lead off. He'll play left field. Steve Tyson, the designated hitter, bats second. Josh Hankins, the shortstop, bats third. Batting fourth, third baseman Max Anastasio. Andrew Yates plays center field. He'll bat fifth. Joey Supa, the first baseman, hits sixth. Vince Gasparo in right, hitting seventh. Christian Strickland behind the plate, bats eighth. And batting ninth, the second baseman Matt Query. Just about ready to get underway. Fine steps in from the right side. Cantwell from the stretch. First pitch, 5:46 p.m. in for a called strike, and we're underway. On Wednesday night, Upper Darby came out and took a 1-0 early lead, setting the tone. Fine bunted first pitch, stole a couple of bags, came in to score on a single by Josh Hankins. 1 on the inside corner, 0-2. Upper Darby went on to win that game 8-1, a complete game from ageless wonder Johnny Gonzalez. It'll be Michael Costello on the mound for Upper Darby, trying to close out the series. 0-2 in the dirt, and Fine swung but got a piece of it, so he'll stay alive. Meanwhile, across the county, Wayne led Narberth 6-2 in the sixth inning when that game on Wednesday night was called due to darkness. They are completing Game 3 tonight and hopefully getting in Game 4. We'll try to give you some updates as we hear them. The 0-2. That's popped up, foul out of play. So Wayne looking to take a 2-1 lead in that series. Game 5 in both of these series, if necessary, scheduled for tomorrow. The series would be at Cardinal O'Hara. The other one at Devon Prep. Down the third base line, gloved by Gerard Sweeney, fires. And Fine is retired for out number 1. So Springfield already off to a better start than Wednesday night. Steve Tyson steps in. He takes low for ball 1. A fairly steady breeze. It's a gorgeous night if you're sitting in the shade. It's cooled down a little bit, but another hot day as you get in the Philadelphia area in August, as Tyson takes strike 1. But here in the shade of the tree at Church Road Field, with the breeze blowing, it's not so bad. Of course, you'll hear that breeze blowing. One of the drawbacks, but the 1-1. Take it upstairs. 2-1 the count to Steve Tyson. 2-1, hit down the right field line, but it's foul. The count level at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Upper Darby designated hitter. Josh Hankins waits on deck. Outside, count goes full. The 3-2 from Cantwell. Checks his swing, ball 4. First base runner of the evening for the Blue Sox. Upper Darby stole 8 bases on Wednesday night. We'll see if they get the running game going again here in Game 4. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Tyson with a big lead off of first. 0-1 the count to Hankins. Cantwell gets one over. It's 0-2. Cantwell eyes the runner, comes home. Off-speed pitch called. Third strike. Hankins goes down looking. And there's 2 down. I'll bring up Max Anastasio. Anastasio with a big night the other night. 3 for 4 rather. Scored a couple of runs. A couple of stolen bases. Sacrifice bunt reached on an error. First pitch to him is low, ball 1. The 1-0 popped up straight back and out of play. One and 1 the count to Anastasio. No score, 2 outs in the first inning of Game 4 of the semifinal series. Pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now to Anastasio. Andrew Yates waits on deck. Runner goes. Pitch hit on the ground to short. Gloved by the shortstop, Cole Palace. The throw over to first in time, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits. No errors, 1 left on base. Through a half inning, it's Upper Darby 0. Springfield coming to bat. Bottom half of the first inning, Springfield and Upper Darby scoreless. Springfield, the home team, coming to bat here. Leading off will be the center fielder, Will Kelly. He'll be followed by catcher Reed Farrell. Third baseman, Gerard Sweeney. Cole Pallas, the shortstop, hits fourth. Sean Phelan, designated hitter, bats fifth. Norm Donkin out in right field. He'll hit sixth. Gabe Encarnacion is the first baseman. He'll hit seventh. Ben Mutz is out in left. He'll bat eighth. And Tom Crumlish plays second base and bats ninth against Michael Costello. Fastball from the right-hander in for a called strike. He's already set with the next pitch. 0-1 is an off-speed pitch, and it's 0-2. No score early on here in Game 4. Fastball hit up the middle, gloved by the shortstop Hankins over to first in time to get Kelly one away. First pitch to Reed Farrell, high for ball one. Costello, a quick worker, and you can see Farrell already thinking like a catcher, trying to take the pitcher a little out of his rhythm, taking his time, getting set in the box. And then that pitch hits him. We'll assume that was a coincidence. They'll have a courtesy runner come in for the catcher, Farrell. So Gerard Sweeney steps up. He'll bat from the left side with a man aboard and one down. Costello from the stretch misses inside. Gets that one over for a called strike. Springfield needs to win to stay alive in the series, down 2-1. The pitch misses. And now 2-1 is the count. That one's hit out in the air towards center field. Yates moving back a few steps to his right and makes the catch. 2 away. Springfield in the home whites, white pants, white tops. The left sleeve is stripes, the right sleeve is stars. Navy blue caps with the white front panel and the red bill. A very distinct color theme for the Colonials. Upper Darby, gray pants, navy blue tops, blue caps with the gray front panel and gray writing. First pitch, misses high to Cole Pallas. Gets that one in for a called strike. The 1-1 upstairs. Sean Phelan waiting on deck. Pitch is swung on, hit out towards center field. It's going to drop in front of Yates. He'll field it on a hop. And then we have first and second. The first hit of the ball game for either team. From the stretch, Costello's first pitch to the left-hander, Sean Phelan, taken for a called strike. one's upstairs, 1-1. On the ground, a short, deep in the hole, backhanded by Hankins. The throw, Supa can't scoop it. It gets away. A run's going to score, and it's 1-0 Springfield. An unearned run for the Colonials, and it's Springfield that takes the early lead in Game 4. 10-run rule in the playoffs? First pitch to Norm Donkin, drills him in the shoulder. Second hit batter of the inning for Michael Costello. So now the bases are loaded. The first pitch to Gabe Encarnacion misses. 1-0 Springfield here in the first. Colonials with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The run coming in on a throwing error by Josh Hankins. 1-0 misses. It's 2-0. Swung on and missed by Encarnacion. 2-1. Bowles at third, Phelan at second, Donkin at first. Encarnacion swings and misses at a high fastball, so it's 2-2. Misses outside, count goes full. He's got nowhere to put him. It's a big pitch here for Michael Costello. The runners are away. The pitch is high. Gabe Encarnacion with the RBI walk. It's 2-0. Another unearned run. That'll bring Dave Jordan out of the Upper Darby dugout. Have a chat with his pitcher. 1 walk, 2 hit batters. A single and a throwing error is why we're in the position we're in. It's 2-0 Springfield with 2 down in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Ben Mutz, in for a called strike. Takes that one outside, 1-1. That one's popped up to foul territory. Anastasio on the run, reaches up, makes the catch over the shoulder. A nice play by the Upper Darby third baseman, and that will retire the side, but they get 2 runs on just 1 hit. There's 1 critical error, and the bases are left loaded through 1 inning. Springfield leads it 2-0. You're listening to the Delco League Playoffs on DelcoLeague.com. Andrew Yates leads off. First pitch swinging here in the top of the second. A fly ball deep center. Kelly takes a few steps back and makes the catch. One quick out for Andrew Cantwell here in the second. Cantwell a 2-0 lead. 2 unearned runs given up by Michael Costello in the bottom half of the first. Has Springfield on top, so that'll bring up Joey Supa. First pitch to him. It's taken for a called strike. Cantwell kicks and delivers in the dirt. 1-1 to the Upper Darby first baseman. Off-speed pitch on the outer half, 1-2. Misses with that one. It's level at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Supa hits that one on the ground to short. Palace scoops it up. Throws a first in plenty of time for out number 2. These two teams met last year in the semifinals. A 3-game sweep for Upper Darby. Number of players on both teams played in Game 3 of that one last year. First pitch swinging is Gasparo. Hits it out to center. A 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Cantwell, and that will retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, none left. And through an inning and a half, Springfield leads it 2-0. Tom Crumlish leads off the second inning for Springfield. As you can hear a train going by in the background. And he takes that one off the back of his shirt sleeve. Third hit batter of the night already for Costello through just 9 hitters. All right-handed hitters as Costello tries to work inside to his arm side. Top of the order, Will Kelly. Center fielder 0 for 1. Batsman on the left side takes ball 1. Now 2-0 the count to Kelly. Reed Farrell, the catcher, on deck. That one in the dirt now. And now 4-pitch walk to Will Kelly. So through 10 batters, Costello has hit 3 of them, walked 2 of them, given up 1 hit, and he finds himself in a 2-0 hole with nobody out here in the second. Now time is called. Costello doesn't look right out in the mound. He's wandered off the mound. He's taken his glove off. He's hunched over. I think Michael Costello's evening is going to be finished here. And that is it for the Upper Darby right-hander. So we'll see who the new pitcher is for the Blue Sox. Not exactly what they were looking for tonight as they try to close out this series. But we'll have a little bit of a break here as the new pitcher appears is coming in due to injury and so should have whatever time he needs to get loose. We'll be right back. Here we're in the second inning of Game 4. Springfield leads the game 2-0. Upper Darby the series 2-1. New pitcher for Upper Darby, right-hander Frank Perotti, comes in with nobody out in the second, 2 on, after an injury to Michael Costello. And he will face Reed Farrell with 2 on. First pitch hits Farrell in the helmet. He's okay. He will trot down to first base. But after Michael Costello struggled with control, Perotti comes in, throws 1 pitch, and loads the bases for Gerard Sweeney. Quick update from the other game. Wayne has broken things way open. A couple of runs in the bottom of the 6th for Narberth, but Wayne leads it going to the 7th, 14-4. It seems unlikely that Game 4 will be played tonight. Seems like tomorrow will be the day. We'll try to give you a confirmation on that, as the first pitch to Gerard Sweeney is taken for a called strike. Reed Farrell's courtesy runner is at first. Will Kelly at second. Tom Crumlish at third. And Sweeney fouls one off, 0-2. Springfield with a golden opportunity here to get some run support for Andrew Cantwell, who through the first 2 innings has been throwing really well. Might not need it, but trying to force a winner-take-all Game 5 tomorrow at Cardinal O'Hara. In the dirt, 1-2. Now it's in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, Strickland, but Crumlish not going anywhere. Count full now to Sweeney. Fouled off, out of play. Parati from the stretch. Kicks and delivers. One is hit up the first base line, but it's going to roll foul. So Sweeney stays alive. Sweeney fouls off another. And a full count to Gerard Sweeney, Cole Palace on deck. All on the ground to second. This could be 2. Over to Hankins at short for 1. Throw to first in time. The run scores, but Upper Darby trades the run for 2 outs. It's 3-0 Springfield. No RBI for Sweeney. Will Kelly goes to third. And he is there for Cole Palace. Singled and scored back in the first. The left-handed hitter, rather, takes strike 1. Or ball 1, rather. Swings hits that one out to center field. Yates sliding on the run, not able to make the catch. Kelly will score. Throw into second is late. Yates tried to make a diving, sliding catch. Pretty awkward out there in center. Instead, it is an RBI double, and it's now a 4-0 game. Both of those runs charged to the line of Michael Costello, and that closes his line. 4 runs, 2 of them earned. 1 hit, no strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hit batters. Upstairs to Sean Phelan. Ball 1. Just the second hit of the game for Springfield, but they lead it 4-0 as Phelan lost one foul. Ball and 2 strikes to the Springfield DH. Parati's pitch. And it's hit weakly down the first base line. Foul. Nice crowd is built up here behind home plate in the shade of the trees. We are up the third baseline. Phelan hits that one out to center. Yates coming in, makes the catch, hangs on to it for out number 3. But again, 2 runs for Springfield on just 1 hit. There were no errors in the inning, and they leave 1 aboard. 2 full in the books. Springfield 4, Upper Darby nothing. This is Game 4 of the Delco League semifinals on DelcoLeague.com. Top half of the third inning. Christian Strickland, Matt Query, Adam Fine, 8-9-1 due up for the Blue Sox. Strickland takes a called strike. Andrew Cantwell on the mound. He's got a 4-0 lead. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second for Springfield. Strickland hits one out towards shallow left center. That'll drop in. First hit of the game for the Blue Sox. Now a courtesy runner will take over for Strickland. And he goes. The bunt is laid down up the first base line. A beauty. Didn't even need to be that good, as the runner was already at second by the time that one settled. So sacrifice bunt for Query. Put that in your scorebook, 2-3. And there's one away. Top of the order, Adam Fine, 0 for 1. Takes a called strike. Cantwell catches the inner half. So 0-2 the count to the Upper Darby left fielder. Fine nubs that one foul. Now Cantwell spins, but no throw to second. Fine swings, hits that one out to shallow right. That one's going to drop in fair territory. It's a base hit. That will score the run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. An RBI single for Adam Fine. So once again, Upper Darby using a little small ball to get a runner in scoring position. And the batters come through. Steve Tyson steps in, one out, man on first. And Cantwell very aware of Fine's proclivity to swipe a bag. Runner stays, off-speed pitch to Tyson, a called strike. Swung on and tipped, so 0-2. The 0-2. On the ground to third, just past Sweeney and into left field for a base hit. Fine will stop at second. So Upper Darby stringing some singles together. And now the tying run comes to the plate. In the person of Josh Hankins. One out here in the third. First pitch in the dirt. Fine did steal third base the other night, so a double steal is a possibility. In the dirt again, 2-0. Hankins will be followed by Max Anastasio. Runner goes, 2-0, misses, throw to third, not in time. It's 3-0 to Hankins, and Adam Fine swipes a base. Tyson stays where he is. Runners at the corners now, 3 balls, no strikes. Cantwell from the stretch. Pitch is low. The bases are full of Blue Sox. Second walk issued by Cantwell. Now to bring Reed Farrell out to the mound. 3 hits for Upper Darby tonight, all in this inning. 3 singles and a walk, have the bases loaded and a run in with 1 away. First pitch to Anastasio is low. Upstairs, 2-0. And here's some life in the Upper Darby dugout. On the ground to third, Sweeney gloves it, throws home in time to force out Fine. That's all they'll get, but that's really all they need right there. They prevent the run from scoring, a fielder's choice. And a heads-up play by Sweeney to go home with it. So the bases remain loaded for Andrew Yates. Big opportunity for Upper Darby here. You don't want to let it go by the wayside. Yates takes one low and away. Swung on and hit out towards left center. Mutt's over to his left, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Upper Darby gets 1, but the Blue Sox are going to be a little disappointed that that's all. They do it on 3 hits. No errors, and the bases are left loaded. Through 2.5. Springfield 4, Upper Darby 1. Norm Duncan leads off the bottom half of the third against another new pitcher. Ben Thorpe on the mound, the right-hander's first pitch. Misses for ball one. Frank Perotti came in after the injury to Michael Costello. Faced 4 batters, got 3 of them out. But he did allow an inherited runner to score. As a foul ball, it's 1-1 to Duncan. Springfield leads 4-1 in the last of the third. No runs, no no runs, no earned runs, no hits, no strikeouts, no walks. 1 hit batter in 1 inning for Perotti. As Duncan takes ball 2. Upper Darby with a big chance in the top half of the inning, only comes away with 1 after loading the bases with 1 out. Popped up. Foul territory. Supa has room. Makes the catch for out number 1. Gabe Encarnacion walked, drove in a run in his previous plate appearance. Chops that one to short. Hankins plenty of time, 2 away. Upper Darby already on to its 3rd pitcher of the night. And if you think ahead to a possible Game 5 tomorrow, you got to have some bullets left in the chamber, but you also have to try to get through this game, and it's not out of reach by any stretch. As Ben Mutz takes strike 1. Over for a called strike, 0-2. That's his sign set at the letters, the 0-2. Pop foul out of play. That's foul out of play. Almost the same spot. A nice catch by a fan who had gone to pick up the first ball. I wouldn't walk away just yet. 0-2 to count to Mutz. Tom Crumlish on deck should the inning continue. Inside, Mutz escapes, becoming the 5th victim of the hit by pitch. Thorpe's 1-2. Swung on, hit right back up the middle for a base hit. So the 1-2-3 inning remains elusive for the Blue Sox. 3rd hit of the game. One each against each of the 3 Upper Darby pitchers. So Tom Crumlish hit by a pitch and scored in the 2nd. Takes ball 1. Upstairs 2-0. Taken outside 3-0. The single by Mutz turns the lineup over, would allow, if Crumlish is retired, top of the order to start the 4th. However, Crumlish now ahead to count 3-0. Mutz could be in scoring position. Instead, it's a called strike. On the inner half, Crumlish thought he had ball 4. Instead, now the count full. Runner goes, 3-2 pitch on the ground to third. Anastasio struggles with it, can't field it. And it looks like Crumlish injured himself. And we're trying to figure out if that is a live ball or not. It is. Upper Darby's leaving the field. So Anastasio struggled to field it. It was picked up by Hankins. He threw it to first. Some argument that it may have hit Crumlish's foot in the box. So we'll see if he's okay. He's up, but he's in a fair amount of pain. So we'll see what happens here. But that is the end of the third inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 as some of the Colonials out there talking to the umpires as Crumlish hobbles off. Springfield leads it 4-1. Top half of the 4th inning, first pitch to Joe Supa, called strike from Andrew Cantwell. Tom Crumlish stays in the game out at second base. Not sure if he took a ball off the foot as he was running out of the box. Would be very difficult to do that, but called strike to Supa. Upper Darby batting here in the 4th, trailing 4-1. Andrew Cantwell danced around some trouble in the top half of the 3rd. That one bounces in. And looking at the line scores of the series so far, Springfield has had the better of it for the most part. Upper Darby with a walk-off win in Game 1. Big win for the Colonials in Game 2. Johnny Gonzalez kept Springfield at bay in Game 3. And here's Springfield over the course of the first 3 innings with a lead. But it is the Colonials that find themselves staving off elimination. Or at least trying to, as Supa fouls it out of play. A ball and 2 strikes to the Upper Darby first baseman. Pitch is low. In the air down the right field line. It's shallow. Coming in is Duncan. He's able to make the catch. Supa's retired for the first out of the inning. Reached the hour mark in this one here, top half of the fourth inning. Vince Gasparo 0 for 1. Takes a called strike. Pitch is low and away. 1-1. Swung on and lofted out to right. Duncan in a few steps and he'll make the catch. And that's 2 down. Christian Strickland steps in. He's 1 for 1. He led off the third with a single. And his courtesy runner came around to score. Strickland takes the first pitch for ball 1. Sun beginning to set here just to the left of left field. That one misses. 2-0. Can feel the heat on my back a little bit here as I'm perched between the sun and third base. The shadows of the tree out here extending onto the field. Pretty soon the sun will dip below the tree line and the whole field will be in shade. And Strickland tries to hold up and he can't. 2-1. So the sun could, in theory, affect maybe a left-handed hitter, maybe a first baseman. The 2-1. Rolled over to third, gloved by Sweeney as he cut off Palace. Now to retire the side. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Cantwell. After rough going in the third, he rights the ship and sends the Blue Sox down in order. No runs, hits, errors, none left. We're halfway there. Springfield leads it 4-1. Home half of the fourth inning, top of the order for Springfield. Colonials nursing a 4-1 lead. Ben Thorpe back out for his second inning of work. Just one hit in the third. First pitch to Kelly. It's chopped towards second. Takes a late hop on Query. And Kelly will be safe. Still almost made a great play. Imagine that goes in the book as an infield hit. Springfield has one hit in each inning. That ball took a hop right off the edge of the grass here at Church Road Field. First pitch to Gerard Sweeney, misses upstairs. And to Reed Farrell, Sweeney on deck. Throw over to first, Kelly dives back safely. Looks like he'll need to do some laundry tonight. Another throw over. In the dirt, smothered by Strickland. Kelly stays put. That one's hit to short. Another late hop. Hankins able to field it over to second for one. The throw pulls Soup off the bag. Farrell is safe. And so he will be aboard for the third time. Twice hit by a pitch. This time the fielder's choice. He will be replaced by his courtesy runner. So one out on the fielder's choice. For Gerard Sweeney. Sweeney hit into a double play his last time up. Upper Darby would like to duplicate that. Hit up the middle for a base hit. Runner goes around second. We'll stop there. So bring Cole Palace to the dish. Singled and scored in the first, doubled in a run in the second. Takes a called strike. One away in the fourth. Springfield with a 4-1 lead, looking to tack on a run or two here to give some breathing room and maybe let Andrew Cantwell stay in the game for a little while. Swung on and missed. There's a foul ball. Headed out of play. Nothing in two, the count to Palace. One is popped up. In a dangerous area. Query heading back. Comes in, trips over either his own feet or the charging center fielder Yates. The runner tags at second, goes to third. So Palace is out. But the runner goes to third. So they're at the corners for Sean Phelan with 2 down. Phelan swings, fouls off the first pitch, out of play. Another foul out of play, back over our heads. Number 2 drops the bat head on a fielder by Supa over to Thorpe covering the bag. And that over side to side. Springfield puts some guys on. Can't get anybody in. No runs. 2 hits. There were no errors. And they leave 2. 4 in the book. Springfield on top. 4-1. First pitch to Matt Query here in the 5th inning. Misses for ball 1 for Springfield. Through 4 innings, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 7 left for Upper Darby. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. 4 left on. Query takes ball 2, 2-0. Springfield on top, 4-1. Looking to force a decisive Game 5 tomorrow over at Cardinal O'Hara. Query fouls one off. It'll be Query, Fine, and Tyson, 9-1-2 for the Blue Sox. Another foul ball straight back into the cage, 2-2. Query, no official at bats tonight. A sack bunt his previous appearance. Rips that one past the shortstop into center field. So Upper Darby has the leadoff man aboard for the second time tonight. Top of the order, Adam Fine steps in, 1 for 2 on the day. Fourth hit of the night for Upper Darby. Fine takes strike 1. Gets a piece, 0-2. The home plate umpire walks the ball out to Cantwell to give Reed Farrell a chance to shake off the effects of that foul ball. Nothing into the count to Fine. Query the runner at first. In the dirt, gets away from Farrell, but Query was back turned, walking back to first. Farrell couldn't find it. Cantwell's offering in the dirt. Farrell able to prevent that from getting by. 2-2 the count. That one's low, so 3-2. Cantwell in danger of losing Fine and putting the first 2 men aboard here in the 5th. And Fine battles back from 0-2 down to draw the walk. Third walk of the game for Andrew Cantwell. And Upper Darby in business, tying run at the plate in the person of Steve Tyson. With nobody out here in the top half of the 5th in Springfield, hanging on to that 4-1 lead. Query a big lead off second base, not really being held. Fine, on the other hand. They'll try to keep him close to the bag and prevent giving up 2 runs on an extra base hit here as the first pitch to Tyson misses. The 1-0, Tyson lays down the bunt up the first base line. It's gloved in foul territory. The 1-1 the count. Tyson will be followed by Josh Hankins. Runners go. Tyson pops it up, but it's foul, and that'll get out of play. A ball and 2 strikes to Tyson. Cantwell's pitch misses. It's 2-2. Left-hander settles in. Looks in for a sign. Runners take their leads. They go, the 2-2. That one is lofted over the second baseman into center field for a base hit. Query's going to score. Fine is held at third. It's an RBI single for Steve Tyson. It's now a 4-2 ball game. That Upper Darby running game paying dividends once again. And now with nobody out, the tying run is on base for the Blue Sox, with the heart of the order coming to the plate. First pitch to Hankins misses inside. You can hear in the background, it sounds like they're filming a horror movie. It's just a youth soccer practice. A lot of blood-curdling screams. The pitch is a called strike. The runner goes. There's no throw. Tyson steals second. Now the tying run is in scoring position. Ball and strike to Hankins. Taken low and away, 2-1. There was somebody getting loose for Springfield. Was not able to see who, but those pitches have stopped. So looks like if Steve Traynor wants to make a pitching change, he has the capability. Hankins hits off the glove of Cantwell, rolls over to short, picked up by Pallas. Throw in time to get Hankins, but Fine scores. It's an RBI ground out, 2 down. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Put that one in your book, 1-6-3. Steve Tyson goes to third on the play, so the tying run 90 feet away from Max Anastasio. He is 0 for 2, grounded out to short back in the first. Then with the bases loaded in the third, hit into a fielder's choice. That one gets through, and he's going to tie the ball game. An RBI single for Anastasio. He had a chance to plate a run in the third. Instead, it was a force out at the plate. Makes no mistake this time. Pokes it through the left side, and we got a tie ball game. Third hit of the inning for Upper Darby. They only have hits in 2 of the 5 innings. They had 3 in the third. And now 3 here in the 5th. Only got the 1 run in the third. You had the feeling if they had a similar offensive opportunity, they wouldn't pass it up as Yates fouls it off. Max Anastasio at first base represents the go-ahead run. Swung on and missed, nothing in 2. Runner goes, pitch swung on and missed. Throw down, the runner is safe, however. Springfield gets that key second strikeout for Cantwell. So Joe Supa comes up with the go-ahead run in scoring position and 2 down. Cantwell kicks. Swung on and tipped. 0-1. Breeze picking up. Looks like it's blowing out to right field a little bit.
Come on, D, go get it out here. Let's go. Knock it down the infield. Come on, baby. Come on.
1 in for a called strike, 0-2. Upper Darby with all the momentum.
Let's go. Here we go, kid. Here we go.
Trying to get that series clinching victory.
Come on, Andrew. Here we go, kid. Here we go.
The 0-2. Just misses outside, 1-2. Super gets aboard. Vince Gasparo waits on deck.
Hey, here we go. Come, see your way now. Here we go. Come on now. Here we go. Come on now. We're moving. Keep moving. Attaboy. Attaboy. Here we go.
That one's on the ground to second. Crumlish Fields over to first in time for out number 3, but the damage done. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. The Blue Sox leave 1. It's a whole new ball game through 4.5. Upper Darby 4, Springfield 4. Norm Donkin leads off the 5th for Springfield. It's a whole new game, 4-4. He takes ball 1. It'll be Donkin, Encarnacion, and Mutz. 6, 7, 8. Due up. He takes a called strike against Ben Thorpe, trying to get some momentum back for the home team. A little shell-shocked after that 3-run inning. Tied things up. Pitch bounces over the catcher, 2-1. Blue Sox had a chance to get on the board in the 3rd, only put 1 up there, left the bases loaded. Did not do that in the 5th. They brought home all 3. As Duncan takes upstairs, 3-1. That's upstairs, so Duncan draws a leadoff walk, not the start to the inning you want if you're Ben Thorpe and the Blue Sox. So he's 0 for 1 with a fly out. Well, now they're going to call it a strike. Appeal on a swing, 3-2. So, and he'll foul that one off. So Doc had already started going to first base. I had already put the walk in the scorebook. Whoops. Now it's upstairs, and now he draws the walk. So all's well that ends the same. First pitch swinging is Encarnacion. Hits it deep in the air to right. It drops in fair territory. Donkin had stopped at second. He's going to come all the way around third. Encarnacion will pull up. It's a stand-up triple. The go-ahead run scores. Springfield bounces right back and takes a 5-4 lead. That ball carried a long way. And from here, it looks like the field maybe crowns a little bit and kind of rolled down. Now we're getting some heckling from the fans. Upper Darby might have believed that ball should have been a foul, but it's called fair. Wouldn't be the Delco League playoffs if there wasn't some chirping. So an RBI triple for Gabe Encarnacion. And Springfield's right back on top, 5-4. That one is in the air, deep to center. Yates makes the catch. Encarnacion tags the throw. It's a pretty good one, but it was deep enough that there's really very little chance to get Encarnacion. The sac fly for Ben Mutz. It's now 6-4. So quick strike for the Colonials to seize that momentum right back. So one down, base is empty for Tom Crumlish. Hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Takes ball one. An awkward ground out in the third. Max Anastasio couldn't field it. It's picked up by the shortstop, who threw over because Crumlish hurt himself on the play. And that one is roughly the same spot, deep in the hole. Hankins' throw is well high. Would have been a tough play, but that throw assured the safety of the runner. An error for Hankins. His second throwing error of the game. Had a little more time than maybe he thought. And that'll be it for Ben Thorpe. So we'll have the fourth Upper Darby pitcher of the game. As he is done after 2 1/3. The man at first, his responsibility. So we'll have a new pitcher right after this. Left-hander Aiden O'Brien, the new pitcher. Bunt pushed up the first base line. Gloved by O'Brien. It's thrown over the head of Supa at first. So on the attempted sacrifice bunt, instead, Springfield's got 2 aboard. Another error. So Springfield now threatening to throw up a big inning after giving up the lead. And got 1 out. They've got 2 on for Reed Farrell. Left-hander O'Brien's pitch. Hit in the air. Coming in is Gasparo. He makes the catch. The runners will hold as the ball was not hit very deep. A long run for Gasparo to make that play. So had it dropped, depending on how well he was able to field it, they might have had it out at third. Instead, 2 down for Gerard Sweeney. 1 for 3. Flew out, hit into a double play, and singled. First pitch swinging. That one's hit hard, deep out towards center field. Yates is back, reaches up. He can't get it. 1 run will score. Here comes Kelly to score the second. It is a triple for Gerard Sweeney, a 2-run triple. Springfield back on top by 4. It's 8-4. The second triple of the inning. That one hit to the deepest part of Church Road Field. Couple of unearned runs. 1 charge to Thorpe. The other to the man on the mound right now, Aiden O'Brien. Now called strike. In the dirt. The third error of the night, second of the inning for Upper Darby. There's a line drive to short, snagged by Josh Hankins. What a play off the bat of Cole Palace to prevent further damage. But it kind of feels like trying to plug a dam with a finger there, as Hankins makes the great play. But 4 runs in for Springfield. They do it with just 2 hits, both of them being triples. 2 runs in the inning, and they leave 1 through 5. Springfield leads it 8-4. Blue Sox back where they started here in the top half of the sixth, down by 4. Vince Gasparo takes the first pitch from Andrew Cantwell for ball 1. It's 8-4 Springfield. Colonials 6 outs away from forcing a Game 5 after all the momentum in the world was in that Upper Darby dugout after the top half of the fifth. And the dirt 2-0. It'll be Gasparo, Strickland, and Query, bottom of the order. And there's a called strike 2-1. Andrew Cantwell was on the edge of leaving this game, and now you figure he's unavailable tomorrow anyway. Whatever innings he can give you. See if you can get through this one as Gasparo hits that one out towards right center. Kelly on the run. He can't get it. And now first baseman Encarnacion gets in the way of Gasparo on the way to second. And they're going to send him to third on the obstruction. Pretty clear case. Really not sure what Encarnacion is doing out there. Now, have some argument from the Springfield dugout. I really don't know what case can be made that that is not obstruction. The only thing they can be arguing is that he should be at second and not third. So now there's an explanation of what a base path is going on. So in the end, Gasparo at third. Not sure if that gets scored a double or a triple. I believe that is a triple for Gasparo, our third triple of the game. So leadoff base runner for Upper Darby. That was ripped just past Sweeney at third. Gasparo scores, as he probably would have from second anyway, and so it's an 8-5 ball game on the RBI single from Christian Strickland. So now Steve Traynor heads out to the mound to talk to Andrew Cantwell. He's going to stay in the ball game. So it looks like Kyle Calderaro and Matt Rolls were doing some throwing. Not sure which one of them was getting loose. Rolls pitched the other night. Calderaro played third. If there is a new pitcher, you suspect it'll be one of those two, but Matt Query steps in, man on first, nobody out here in the sixth. So we've passed 7:30, and that's a time that starts to give some pause as daylight becomes a factor, a called strike to Query. Won't imply anything about the integrity of the ball game, but you may see the strike zone expand a little bit here in the sixth. That one's fouled off, 0-2. Wayne topped Narberth in Game 3. They did not start Game 4, so tomorrow at Narberth Playground. Game 4, Wayne will look to put that one away. Game 5, if necessary, will be Sunday at Devon Prep. Springfield hangs on Game 5 of this series at O'Hara tomorrow. The runner goes, pitch is fouled off. Upper Darby doing their best to try to get right back into it and prevent a Game 5. Although at the rate we're going, you could see the completion of Game 4 tomorrow. But they will wring every last ray of sunlight they can out of this night to get this game in. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Throw down to first. Back safely is Strickland. Rather, I believe there's a courtesy runner over there for him. So Query down on strikes. Third strikeout of the night for Cantwell. One away here in the sixth. Pitch is low. Another attempted throw down, just back safely ahead of the throw. Runner faked to second, then held. Want to know the count to Adam Fine. Now a throw over to first. And a pretty emphatic tag in the chest by Gabe Encarnacion. He's been in the middle of it this inning. Called strike, 1-1. Runner goes, pitches a strike, the throw. In time, they get the runner. So now 2 outs. So a ball and 2 strikes to Fine, 2 down, nobody on. A run in here in the top half of the sixth. On the ground to third, Sweeney with it. Throw across, the bounce. Encarnacion can't hang on. And so Fine is aboard. And you would expect to see him running. First error of the game for the Colonials. So bring up Steve Tyson. Couple of hits, 2 for 2 with a walk, an RBI, and a run scored, and a stolen base. He's filled up the box score tonight. Throw over to first. Gets away on the bad pickoff. Fine will go to second as it gets out of play. So that's back-to-back errors for the Colonials. So Fine in scoring position, should score on a single. Tyson takes a called strike. Popped up on the infield. Coming in on it is Palace. He'll make the catch and that'll retire the side. Upper Darby gets 1 back. 2 hits. Or 2 errors. And 1 left. Last of the 6th. Springfield leads it 8-5. Called strike to Sean Phelan, the only Colonial not to bat in the fifth as he leads off the sixth against Aiden O'Brien. 8-5 Springfield leads, looking for a little more insurance. The pitch is low. Colonials 3 outs away from tying the series at 2 games apiece. Upper Darby with 3 outs left to try to equalize or go ahead. As we approach the 2-hour mark of this one, Phelan hits that one in the air to center field. Yates under it, squeezes one away. Upper Darby has used a number of arms should they have to play tomorrow. Springfield has just had Andrew Cantwell out there, although Calderaro is throwing. So we'll see what happens there as Norm Donkin steps in. He walked and scored to start off the big rally in the fifth. Takes a called strike. Of course, you want to talk about using arms. Upper Darby probably has Johnny Gonzalez available. As O'Brien throws a pitch that is very high and very outside. He must have lost a grip on it. The lefty winds and fires. There's a called strike to Donkin. Ball and 2 strikes to the Springfield right fielder. And he takes ball 2. In the dirt, 3-2. After Donkin is Gabe Encarnacion. Donkin hits that one on the ground. It'll go up the middle for a base hit. Eighth of the game for Springfield. They've had at least 1 hit every inning. So here comes Encarnacion. Takes ball 1. Misses outside, 2-0. On the ground to third, could be 2. Anastasio to second for 1. Back to first. A slow turn. They call the runner safe. Upper Darby can't believe the call. A slow turn at second. Query struggled. So now both teams angry with the umpiring crew, which means, it means what it means. Runner goes, first pitch, called strike, throw to second. Runner is safe. Encarnacion. No real argument about that one, although I'm sure someone will figure one out. Because that's baseball for you. The 0-1 misses low. called strike that Ben Mutz ducked out of the way of, much to the enjoyment of his teammates in the Springfield dugout. Taken low. Two balls and two strikes, two outs. A man on second here in the bottom of the sixth. O'Brien checks the runner. And now he balks. Now the home plate umpire. Time had been called by Mutz prior to the move. And now some complaint from the Springfield first base coach, as Mutz had asked for time and it wasn't awarded. So the count 2-2, the runner on second. The ruling that after time was asked for, Aiden O'Brien had moved his foot. I was looking at him, not at home plate at the time. So now he's set at the letters, and the pitch is topped off a home plate, foul. It's been a hot summer, a long one. We're near the end of the season. Everybody just a little bit testier than they need to be tonight. Now he spins, throw to second, pickoff throw, tags Encarnacion on the helmet as he went in standing up instead of sliding. He is out, and that will retire the side. Bit of a goofy inning, no runs, one hit, no errors, none left on base. We go to the seventh. Springfield 3 outs away from tying the series. Upper Darby needs some runs. It's 8-5 Springfield. Three, 4, 5 due up for Upper Darby in the seventh. Josh Hankins, Max Anastasio, and Andrew Yates. First pitch fouled off by Hankins. Springfield on top, 8-5. Here in the seventh, Andrew Cantwell trying to finish off a complete game, get the win, and force a decisive Game 5 in this series. Pitch to Hankins, misses, 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2.
Come on now. Let's go. Good concentration on you. Let's go.
Hankins 0 for 2, an RBI ground out, and a walk to go with a strikeout. Cantwell kicks. Down and in, 2-2. An interesting factual, or statistical fact. Through 6 innings, no strikeouts by Springfield batters tonight. In today's game, that's quite notable, as Hankins takes outside. Cantwell with only 3 strikeouts of his own. 3 walks, while Upper Darby pitching has also allowed 3 walks and hit 4 batters. We also had 3 triples in this one. 2-2 popped up, and it's fouling out of play. Kicks and delivers. All on the ground to short. Palace scoops it up. Throw to first in time. 1 down. Anastasio 1 for 3 on the day. An RBI single in the 5th. A stolen base as well. Anastasio takes high for ball 1. Called strike, 1-1. Two and 1 now the count. And misses outside, so 3-1 the count to Max Anastasio. Fouled off. It was a little too close to my car. Hopefully everything's all right. 3-2 the count to Max Anastasio. Fouls off, hits the top of the cage. Andrew Yates waits on deck. In the air down the right field line, it's hooking foul. Cantwell trying to finish this one off. That's low. Anastasio draws the walk, 4th of the game issued by Cantwell. Andrew Yates steps in, man on first, 1 out. Here in the 7th. Springfield up by 3. Pitches inside. That's low, 2-0. Cantwell's pitch, called strike. Fouled off out of play. Soon to the count to Andrew Yates. Joe Supa on deck, represents the tying run. Pitch just misses high. So the count is full. On the ground, this could be the ball game. Palace over to second for 1. No throw. The ball wasn't hit all that hard, and Yates runs well down the line, so a fielder's choice. And through the doors of the Last Chance Saloon walks Joey Supa. Last chance for Upper Darby. You hear the church bells chime in the distance, a little early for 8 o'clock, but pitch misses outside. That one catches the bottom half of the strike zone. Springfield infield. I'm going to say that 3 times fast. Playing back, trying to get that last out. Runner goes. Supa hits that one in the air to right. It will drop in front of Donkin for a base hit. Yates will get to third. So now Vince Gasparo comes to the plate. He represents the tying run. And a tie ball game represents an administrative nightmare at this point.
Come on, here we go. Come on, now, go. Hey, let's go get it, fellas. Come on, now, gotta go get it.
Cantwell's first pitch to Gasparo in for a strike. Gasparo 1 for 3. Tripled in the 6th and scored a run. He originally only reached second base, but he was blatantly obstructed by Gabe Encarnacion. And he takes strike 2, so 0-2. Andrew Cantwell just needs one more pitch to send everybody to the Cardinal O'Hara tomorrow afternoon. Cantwell kicks the 0-2. Gets away from Farrell, knocks his mitt off. And Supa will head down to second on the wild pitch. So now 2 in scoring position for Gasparo, a 1-2 count. Cantwell set. The 1-2. Outside 2-2. Andrew Yates at third. Joe Supa at second. 2 outs. 2-2 the count. Whatever daylight remains quickly waning. Andrew Cantwell trying to put it away and tie the series for Springfield. The pitch. Swung on and missed. And we're going to go to Game 5. Andrew Cantwell strikes out Vince Gasparo for the final out. Springfield wins it 8-5 for Upper Darby in the 7th. No runs on 1 hit. No errors. They leave 2. Andrew Cantwell, a complete game. He allows 5 runs, scatters 9 hits, strikes out 4, walks 4, goes the distance for the win. The loss to Ben Thorpe, 2 1/3 innings, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 4 hits, no strikeouts, a walk. For Springfield, 8 runs on 8 hits. They commit 2 errors. They leave 8. For Upper Darby, 5 runs on 8 hits. They make 3 errors, and they also leave 8, as we mentioned. Andrew Cantwell the win, Ben Thorpe the loss. Game 5 tomorrow afternoon at Cardinal O'Hara. One of these 2 teams will play in next week's Delco League Championship Series against either Wayne or Narberth. Game 4 of that series tomorrow at Narberth Playground. We will have the Delco League Championship Series broadcast live on DelcoLeague.com. We hope you tune in next week. Until then, once again, Springfield 8, Upper Darby 5, Game 5 tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.